Hi guys, welcome back to Counselor Minus the Bull with Candace. We're back today with another video. Thanks for being on the journey of love, growth, and healing. As we're all on this journey and support for each other, guys. So if you're new, welcome. We're gonna start with our check-in, which is how you're feeling. As long as it's positive, comment below. You can use emojis, lyrics, anything how you feel. I usually do a dance move. I don't know a dance move right now. I've been feeling really tired lately. So I guess I don't have a dance move. I probably have a yarn. Tired. Anyway, I had a long day at work, but let's jump right into the video. Long story short, this video was about the movie review of Kyla Pratt's movie. It's called Secret She Kept. In this movie, she was in a relationship. They actually got married, and her husband hadn't had any idea that she was battling a mental illness. He had like some speculation due to like how she would react. So one thing for her was a trigger for her, I would say, would be the water. So it was like some water that she would hear, and it will kind of like, I want to say flashbacks, it seemed like, and it just get her back to this state where maybe some trauma happened, where she got a little paranoid, where she felt like someone was out to get her, you know, just really got her kind of thinking someone was out to get her. Trauma, right? We've talked about trauma before, what it kind of looked like. We talked about it being an African-American community. That was one of my first videos. And we all kind of respond differently to it. But for her, that trigger was the water. It also showed her like it being at work. It just randomly happened to turn the water on. Well, turning the water on and kind of seeing things differently. Showed her taking her meds. Showed her kind of exploding at restaurants. Showed her actually kind of going off on people. And then she like come to. So it was quite a few things going on. I want to know, what's your guess? So if you have your guess below, pause, think about it. Think about some of the things we talked about in the videos as far as like diagnosis, right? You're kind of having like this impulsive behavior. You're actually having like, I hate saying stuff like this, but mood swings, right? Like you come to one moment, you're up here, then you're coming back, and then maybe you're feeling like, whoa, did I just do this? You are kind of, maybe you have a trauma response. So it can be so many different diagnoses, right? It can be multiple, it can be dual, it can be, if you're thinking about a specific one. So anyway, put your guesses below. Keep watching. So then her husband actually found a bottle of pills where he was able to like look up the names online. Now, when it came to the pills that he was finding, the diagnosis he saw was well, the use of the meds was for bipolar, was for schizophrenia, psychosis. Now if you guessed anything about bipolar, right? The explosiveness, kind of the impulsiveness, the that mood swing. And when I'm saying mood swing, I hate when people use it so loosely, because mood swings is this really elevated high, right? Risky behaviors, talking really fast, no need for sleep. And then the low, meaning like isolating yourself, not having the best type of thinking, down, sad. It can be bipolar depression. So these extreme mood swings, right? And then also we saw something like psychosis on there. We saw something schizophrenia on there, as far as maybe like the trauma response, or as far as the paranoia, or feel like someone was coming to get her, not feeling safe in that moment. Luckily, you know, her husband was able to reassure her and kind of put the pieces together, because even her family in the movie, her mom was not bringing forth to light what she was truly battling, even with her husband at that point. And then her husband had his mother kind of like, okay, we've seen this. So do you think something may be going on? And there was always the explanation that she came up with, Kyla Pratt, or just the explanation that he came up with, or like stress, or running for a new campaign. I forgot what she actually did in the movie as a career, but I think it was like a lawyer or something, new project, campaign, something. So we end up getting a little slight idea of it. I also saw in the movie her pouring the pills down the toilet, right? She felt like she didn't need it. She was just going to kind of see how she's doing off the meds, and if she needed it, she told her mom that she'll get back on it. Got to the point between the impulsiveness, between the mood swings, between the triggers, her mom actually came and got her. Really unfortunate because she started to think that her husband was the person after her, right? Her mom kind of played into it. And then we also saw kind of these extremes, right? The highs. Then we also saw like she was really driven at work, trying to get things done, really focused. And then we also saw like towards the end that struggle, the low. We saw her attempt to harm. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to discuss those things because we're keeping it positive over here, right? I will say this is something that's a part of the diagnosis, definitely. But since we're on the journey of love, growth, and healing, we're going to focus on love, growth, and healing. We're going to focus on the healthy things. We're going to focus on coming up with some healthy coping skills, right? So actually another symptom is not taking your meds. These extreme highs and lows, right? So at the end, we start seeing some of the lows. But what made the difference was the support system. Her husband, her mom, that really showing her that they were there for her, really kind of stepping in and making that difference. Also, just pointing out that, with these kind of circumstances, it's also up to the individual and their willingness. And some of it is due to their illness that they may not have the best insight about what's going on. So just just being considerate. If you have someone going through this, if you see the movie, if you're just kind of thinking about it, think about it from a perspective, that this is something that, just generally that we battle. She even gave us examples of towards the end when she was explaining what it feels like, right? Of kind of battling it and what it looks like, where to the point at the end, the positive, she started advocating, right? And be opening up about it and actually some healthy things, healthy choices, which I love. And I love the way it ended as well. I love the realness of this movie that it showed as well. I think it was a good portray. Now, to get me to say that it's a good portray of diagnosis, that's huge, because I don't know if you watch any of my other movie reviews. I'm pretty hard on most things. And especially how counseling is viewed. But yeah, I really love this movie. If you have not seen it, the movie again is Kyla Pratt, The Secret She Kept. I saw it on YouTube. I actually think it was on one of the streaming apps as well. I think it was Tubi. So you can find it on there too. Very, very good educational movie. Give you some examples. And I think it's some really good ones. Watch it if you haven't. Let me know what you think of the movie. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know your guess diagnosis from earlier. This video is probably not going to have the intro or outro because I need to clear some storage space on my phone. But I will see you next time. Leave me your requests for more videos. I'm still with you. You're still with me. Thanks for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And let me know. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Bye, guys.